Day 7 bazillion of quarantine. We mount a motor for our apocalypse van.
Oh my gosh, apocalypse van.
That's what it feels like right now. Hi, motor. How's it going? We're gonna mount you. No, not like that. That's gross.
We gotta do an intro.
Okay.
You gotta say, my name's Zach and this is Christopher. And today on this episode, we're continuing work on the Vanagon. We're gonna make motor mounts and do tubing and welding things.
I don't think I do because you just did.
Oh, jeez. I didn't want to be in the intro though.
Now you are. Good job. Okay.
Oh, hey, you gotta say our name. Who are we?
We are Dream EV. Zach, Christopher, Dream EV. Were you looking for more than that?
No. I was just maybe you draw it out a little bit where it's like, hey, this is. I don't know. It's fine. We'll make it work.
If you're looking for more than one take here, that's in the future. We're the one take wonders right now. We got a car to build.
Alright, bud. Okay. Plan for the day. We're gonna get the motor into relative position, not exact position. Right? Block it up there with some woods, take some measurements, figure out what kind of metal we need to mount it, figure out thicknesses, bolts, come up with a part list, and get that stuff ordered so we can get rolling on it.
Yeah, just getting in a rough position so we can have an idea of what we need so we can order some stock material and some bolts. And then by the time we're done patching some stuff and doing some other stuff, that material will be here so that we can just jump straight into it.
Kind of jumping around chronologically here, but you won't know. You're on the internet. You'll be fine. You want to show them what's going on?
Sure. Mount, and then mount.
All right, so first step, cradle. Second step, measurements. Third step, materials.
Why does it matter if that's level? The car's not level.
It does matter if it's level because you're putting a motor on it, but that's okay. It's level. The foundation's level. We start building.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get one more cross piece. I know we're going to need it.
How high do you think we need to go?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know we're going to have to.
Do you want to go for the tall cross piece or the short cross piece?
We have a tall cross piece?
Well, we do have a tall cross piece. There's a tall cross piece right here. So depending on how high the motor needs to be, we need to make decisions based on.
That's 9. Yeah, we're going to need that for sure. Let's go there. See where that gets us. Let's put the motor on it, take a look.
Okay.
That's all we got.
Maybe one of these days we'll up our street cred and get a lift or a jack or a motor hoist or a...
Ready?
Nope. Okay, give me a little bit. Okay, right there. Let's pause and look at it. See what's touching, what's not touching.
Go to the left a little bit here. Yeah, that motor mount is not in a good place. Let's see. Hold on a minute here. Hold on. It's 19. That's... Oh, that's good.
That's good?
That's good.
This feels like a shady camera location.
Yeah. That's not good.
we have our approximate location.
Approximation on the location. That's some really nice chalk to be writing on concrete for. It's kind of fun.
It's the chalk I got, man. Hagaromo voltage.
So, not a lot of surfaces to measure off of, but we figured these motor mounts would have been mounted level, and so we can put this on the face of that and get it plumb. That one and that one. Between those two, we can get it in the orientation it needs to be in.
Alright, this is it where it's close to being in place. It's a little high, a little tilted, a little shifted, but it's close. That motor mount, I don't think it's going to be a problem. It just kind of hangs underneath the frame rail. 2.5 fingers is what it looks like between here and the frame rail. We'll get a little bit more when we adjust it. Over here on this side we have tons of room.
So, you've seen the motor, you know what it looks like. There's not any straight, level, flat places you can put a level on it or reference points. And the main point of reference that we've got to get right is our half shaft inputs. We're probably going to stick these in into place, and that provides us a solid fixed point that's flat to start getting measurements and get them level and straight and get things in the place that they need to be for mounting the motor.
Alright, here it is. Got some real metal here. Got some chromoly tubing, 1 5/8 by 0.083, and some 3/16 inch sheet stock that we're going to use to hang the motor with. So this should be exciting.
So we are going to cut some plates for the frame rails. So we're going to take just some flat stock, cut a rectangle, and sister it up to the frame rails to add a little more beefiness and a little more rigidity for mounting our chromoly tube.
Did you film that entire thing? That's a lot of grinding. We're going to throw most of that away, you know. That much grinding does later. And we have 4 plates to sister up to the frame rails. Alright, Zach, you ready? Start with this one. Give us the first test fit. Oh, perfect fit. Alright, how much we gotta bend it? Hold it up. Sorry, bud. I'm just kind of in your zone. Oh! Is that where it needs to be? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's just like a banana. We got a banana in half. Mm-hmm. Easy. Okay. Alright, that's the bend we're here replicating. That's 3/16 inch steel plate, so yeah, it'd be good. Won't be fine though. It'll definitely not be fine.
stop
it's
talking.
fine. That guy got too much juice in him.
A little too banana-y.
I wonder if I can do this. Here, let's try this next one. A different way.
I think you're gonna...
Nope, that's not happening.
I'm gonna be. Next time you stick it on it.
Alright, that's how you do it. How's it look, Zach?
Oops. Looks pretty good.
Pretty good. Alright, we are marked top, front, out, driver's side. Top, front, out, passenger side. Alright, this is where we're ending. 2 patch panels right here, ready to get welded into right there, with weld through primer where the panels are going to meet, and a little bit of metal exposed where the weld's actually going to go. This should help it weld up pretty good.
Sister plates, strengthening plates for the front, strengthening plates for the back. We've already got all our measurements. It's just time to fabricate and get everything in place. Measure, 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 weld.
Grind.
Yeah, but
It's a good looking patch, Zach.
what am I settings set to?
Let me check. Too low for this thickness metal. Wire feed, 149 for wire speed, 15 volts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take that up to
a temperature where we can do test pieces.
very rough test fit. Okay, end of day wrap up. You can see that we have our reinforcing plates tacked into place there, and so we get a shot of the one way back in the back there, and there's one on the other side too, of course. And then we have started to fit up this crossbar way over there, and we're very close, but it's about 7:30 in the evening. It's time to go home and relax. So we'll get that last little millimeter or so another day. Oh, that's a terrible noise. Look at that fit up. Yeah. Looks good. Happy with that.
It didn't swell up due to the humidity, did it?
No, this one just doesn't fit as good as the one on the back. It's got just a little bit of a slope to it, and
we got wedges we can shove in there.
Hi. I'm going to be working in the hole today.
Alright, these are the tools we're going to be using. A flappy disk, a stone, and a file. Alright, back in the saddle again, right, Zach?
Yep.
Rain.
Yeah. I don't know if that it's actively raining or if that's just the wind shaking the trees.
Let's go with the trees.
Okay.
Alright, back to motor mounts. We have some very critical dimensions mapped out with our motor in place. We're going to begin the process of fabricating the individual brackets that affix to the tube with some measurements.
Those measurements.
What else are we going to do?
That's what we're going to do. Field trip time. Our motor mounts are ready to be picked up from our local machine shop. We sent them a CAD file and they made them and they just said they're ready. So we're gonna go get those now. Go into the machine shop and we're gonna get motor mounts. Motion in here. Ooh, I'm excited. Alright, let's go back. We got brackets. So these are our motor mounts. We should probably not talk while wrinkling the bag. Alright. We went to our little local machine shop that we have a little bit of a relationship with. We've done other things with them. And we gave them a CAD file and they cut these out for us. Oh, which ones are the long ones? The long ones are the back ones. Anyway, rears, fronts, or vice versa. Can't remember off the top of my head.
Short ones are for the front, long ones are for the rear.
Aha, so I took a file to, which one? This guy. So it fits oh so nicely.
It's almost like a machine made this part for us, Zach.
Yep. So,
fit.
So apparently all it was really getting in the way was that little bit of a barb. I mean, it just, I went 3 times.
Another thing we'll have to do, Zach, is we'll have to take this sharp edge off right here, because that won't hold a paint, right? The paint will get really thin right around that sharp edge. We'll have to round it off.
Manufacturer, fiddle, fit, probably a little more fiddle, finish. Seems to be kind of the big broad strokes here. Right now we're in the fiddle.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of fiddly.
It's like an American Chopper when they built the entire bike but don't paint it. And then they make that one guy take it apart and then somebody kicks a hole through the door.
So we measured, did some more measuring, and then we tacked everything in place. So we have our crossbars perfectly parallel, perfectly in line, and everything else. So then we took our, we're calling them pairs. I guess they're more teardrops, whatever. But we've got them hanging on there. Stuck the bolt in the motor mount, and then measured, and everything is dead center. And it's hanging there, and they're not tacked. So now that everything is in place, we're going to tack those, and then I believe we're going to drop the motor and weld. And then the last thing we will have to do is build a bracket for the last motor mount over there. Alright, that's where we're at.
Another day, another dollar. That's what we're doing. Third motor mount.
We have templates. You can see them here. So this frame rail is not straight, it's slanting a little bit. So there's a bit of difference between the two templates, but they're in place, they're looking really good. It's time to transfer them to some plate and make them out of metal.
Alright, Zach, tell us about your bracket.
So just a minute ago there's footage that looks a lot like this, only those are paper, and now they're metal. And they're all fitting very nicely. And we are going to tack them in place, make sure everything fits good, maybe do one more measurement because measure twice, cut once kind of mentality, and then full weld everything, and then motor mounts are done.
Motor mounts.
Don't know the rest of the words.
Sorry.
It's time to say farewell. You may remember her from such videos as video number 3 and every video since. That's right, it's cribbing. The motor is now supported by its own mounts. Yay! So it's hanging from its mounts, but everything's just tacked, so we are going to drop the motor, get it out of the way so that I can clean everything and full weld all the welds.
All the welds.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Rolling. That's rolling. Keeping them doggies rolling.
Well, we got a bunch of parts as we normally do. And we never actually show them in the unboxing or the editing. It's just things to keep this project going.
Yeah. So my Facebook said, hey, we'll send you a bunch of flappy wheels if you pay the shipping. So this company marketed me and it worked. I paid shipping. They sent me a bunch of flappy wheels.
Almost every week is like this, honestly. Building a van takes a lot of stuff.
We should get a close-up of all of this. They're like, guess the next project.
Oh, and this one's good.
It is nice.
Pencil, compass, compass, crayon, compass con lapis. I'm excited about this one. Well, Mitro.
Am I explaining what we're doing?
No, I mean, like, they already know what we're doing. We're welding. This is a motor project episode.
Yeah.
We've been doing this forever. Motor mounts. Down, 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 down.
So, last time we worked, I started my welding of all these motor mounts. I started with the gusset plates, or the sister plates, or the strengthening plates, or whatever you want to call them. I started with those, and they were going fine. I had all the settings dialed in, was doing all right. I'm not the best welder yet, so they looked a little sloppy, but they had the right amount of heat. Everything was going good, and those were getting welded up. And then the spool ran out of wire. So we stopped, got a new roll of wire, and I started on the chromoly tube going to our plates, and it just wasn't feeling right. I couldn't get my settings dialed in, and I did start on a little practice piece, and then I thought I had it, and I went into the car and welded a little bit, and it just wasn't right. And this monstrosity right here is me just kind of tagging a little bit and then seeing how it feels and adjusting the welder a little bit, and I've got a fairly good handle on the settings now, I think, for this. It's feeling a lot better. I had to go a little hotter than the welder recommended for this thickness of metal for it to really get good penetration into the thicker plate. I don't know why, but anyway, so I've got this nastiness. I'm going to slice a couple of these up, make a couple of test rigs, do a couple good full welds before I go back into the van and try to get a grip on this. I'm learning. Some of them look real good.
Yeah.
Some of them look real bad.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's a learning game.
As long as you're pointing at it, I'll talk about this top one right here. So you can see here, doesn't look so good. I lost my mojo. I got going a little too fast, lost sight of things. And then I got my mojo back over here. And this side of the weld looks real good. So,
yeah.
you know, Learning.
It's fine. It's fine. I love it.
Alright, let's grind these ugly welds. Time to make the biscuits.
Well, about the biscuits.
What about the biscuits?
Kind of made a mess.
Oh. This is nice though.
Yeah.
Is that? It's a pillowcase?
Yeah, that's a pillowcase. Well, you were gone for the week. I got bored, so I did some grinding.
Okay.
And I think I might be doing some of that today. We should talk about it though.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Go away for a few days and look at what Christopher does to the shop. Jeez, man. I thought I was supposed to be the messy one.
So, okay, this is what it is. You get grinding and you get metal dust on you, right? And then literally head to toe, I'm covered in metal dust. You gotta go straight to the shower. There's no time to do anything. Like, you just gotta get that metal off. And then when you come out of the shower, you don't want to get more metal on you.
Okay.
I had metal splinters all up and down my palms last week.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I think the plan is, we talked about it, we're going to do one final push on the motor mounts. Zach's going to get down there and do some spot welds where there's a little bit lacking. I'm going to get in there and hit it with that die grinder and clean it up, make it a little bit prettier. And then we'll have everything ready to mount the motor and mount the big things.
Big things.
Big things. And then it's the little things. And it's downhill from there.
Of course, a lot of little things makes one big thing, I think, because we're going to put all the little fuses and the relays in a box. So that'll be kind of another, we'll call that a medium thing.
Medium.
Done the big thing, well, we haven't done the biggest thing.
I don't want to do that. Let's not talk about it.
We're not talking about the battery box.
It's okay, I got some ideas. I got some ideas.
It's looking a heck of a lot better under here. That's for sure. So what am I supposed to be looking for?
There's a couple spots that just got missed with the weld. So you need to find them, spot them, and then I'll get down there and grind them.
Okay. Can do. Top knot.
It does. Okay. Back to it.
You Grindy, grind, grind. Let's go look at these grinding tools. You see how Christopher works. Everything laid out. And then there's a mess of cords that gets tangled up and then he gets frustrated. You know.
Thank you for pointing that out. I really want to stay organized, you know?
I understand.
Well, that feels good to get done. All of the weld grinds are taken care of, and at the end of the day, you really can't tell which welds were ground down and which welds weren't. Let's take a look over here. Here's an example of some welds that were dressed with the die grinder. What I did was ground it down, to the point where it's no longer protruding or ugly. And then I took the die grinder and I ground little circles into it. So hopefully nobody will ever see. Boom! It's painted just like that. This is the best looking thing on the van. In fact, it kind of makes the entire engine bay just look a little bit more ready than it used to. So we'll probably end up cleaning all that off and painting it all black. But for now, this is done and I'm very happy. There's tons of room in here. Look at this. Just ages. Hey, Zach, get in that hole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could fit like 4 nuns in here.
What?
White and black uniform.
Penguins.
No, nuns. You could fit like, well, it depends on the kind of penguin. If we're talking emperor penguins, I bet we could fit like a dozen emperor penguins. If we're talking about those little guys, man, I bet we could fit like 3 dozen of those guys in here.
3 dozen tiny penguins? Oh my gosh.
Tiny penguins. My children would be ecstatic.
Until they came to life at night and started murdering people.
The nuns or the penguins?
The penguins. Hey, you're keeping it in an engine compartment to power your electric vehicle.
Oh, powering it. See, I thought we were just stacking them in here with the motor for some odd reason.
Nah, man, you cords up to them.
Dude,
yeah,
we have a big drum, like a 5-gallon drum. Not 5-gallon, 50-gallon drum, and we just put them all in there and they run. You put just a big ring gear on the outside of the drum.
Oh my god.
Chain to a sprocket.
You wouldn't even need the 10-to-1 reduction there at the drive shaft.
Vanagon.
Oh, penguin powered. Hashtag penguin powered. That's us.
Okay. We should probably start this takeover.
No, it's fine.